Hello, hello, hello. You know what time it is. You know what day it is. It is Wednesday, and it is time for another Wednesday Wisdom Nugget. I am coming from Ephesians chapter 4, verses 2 through 3. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. My topic is about love, and this is a part 2 topic because I talked about love before, and are they the one? So that is self-explanatory. One thing that I like about those verses are that it puts love and peace as a part of unity together. And I think that with love, you should always have peace. So if someone is the one for you, I feel like they should make you feel at peace. I think about that with close family members. So I know that I'm at peace with them. I know that they make me happy. That's the same feeling you should have with a significant other. It shouldn't be where they're hiking up your blood pressure. Every time you're with them, you're stressing out. You have a headache. You don't feel like yourself. You don't have peace. That's not love. Okay, there's a lot of things that are disguised as love, and I've talked about soul ties in a previous video as well. Soul ties are very tricky, so it's kind of like a fake love. You have all the elements of just physical, and you have that rush of like, but it's because you think that this person is the one, but they're not. Another thing is with relationships and love should never be where you're the only one doing something and that person is not giving to you. It's a give and a take. It's a hand-in-hand exchange. It should never be where one person is pulling all of the weight and the other person is not doing their part. For me, that's draining. And when it's like that for me, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Peace. That's just who I am. And I've always been a person where when it comes to relationships, I know my worth. I know what I'm worth. I'm not afraid to wait. I'm not afraid to be patient when it comes to love. I want the right person for me. I never want to rush into anything. And I definitely would never want to rush into a marriage. And I think that's why in America, divorce rates are so high. It's a lot of people that rushed into it because of what their grandmother said, their mom, their dad said, or a lot of these people want financial assistance. That is not my story. So for me, if I'm at peace by myself, like for you to be in my life, you have to add on to that peace. It's an add-on. And that's another thing. You should never look for anyone to be your peace. Peace has to already be there within yourself. You already have to be at a place where you know who you are, you know what you want, you know what you're not settling for. You are so in your season of just like, you know what, I got this, I'm confident, I love me some me. You should never look for somebody else to carry you. You should never look for somebody else to be your financial person or to be your person to tell you you look good. You should know that you look good before you go and date anybody. You have to be an additive to what I already am. You know I'm smart. I know I'm confident. For me, you coming in the picture, you're just an addition to the piece that I already have, the piece that I've already worked on. And that's my challenge to anyone who is single. Work on yourself first. And I think the worst thing to do is to date someone when you're lonely. You're not in the right mind frame. I think you should be at peace. I think it should be at a time where you're like, you know what? I don't care if it happens or if it doesn't. I think that this should be just, the time where you figure out what you do want, what you don't want. Because sometimes you also have to assess what you've been attracting. Hello. You have to think about why you're attracting it, and you have to sit down and really be like, what do I need to do differently? But anyways, back to someone who is the one. Consistency for me is also key. You need to be consistent. You can't sit up and call me one day and then another day you don't call me. And then another day you say we're going to go out, and then another day you're like, yeah, we're not going out. Or you're ghosting me. You're not talking to me. Because for me, I'm not even going to try to figure it out. I'm not going to be like, okay, maybe I need to figure it out. No, he don't want you, or he has something going on? Do you really want somebody in your life who is inconsistent? Consistency is key for me. And also, like I said, it's a give and take. Someone who understands that it's an exchange. Like, I don't want to be in a one-sided relationship. I don't want to be with somebody who doesn't understand that. Most of all, I need for someone to be God-fearing. So I love the Lord with all my soul, and for me, that's something on my list. It has to be a God-fearing man. And you just have to figure out what you want, and you also have to exude those qualities. So whatever you want in someone, you also need to be. That's the way that I feel. You need to have those qualities as well. And I do believe in timing, and I do believe that God knows what works for us. Love is strong, and love is a big thing. It's not anything to play with. So someone being the one, again, consistency. It does not need to be one-sided. And you need to be at peace with this person. This person, when you're around them, you should feel so at peace. And there are times, it's not going to be perfection. Anyone who's been married for 10 plus years will tell you it's not perfect. It's not perfection. There's sometimes you may have to kick them out, put them on the couch, and y'all separate for a bit. Y'all get some space. But it's not perfection at all. But if you're able to work through those hard times. And for me, another thing I look at is loyalty. I feel like you can't be... You can't say that you love me and you're not loyal to me. Anyone who loves me is loyal. I don't ever have to question you. I don't ever have to question your motives. And you're always with me through my darkest times, and I'm with you through yours. Anyone who, as soon as you go through your darkest times, friendships, relationships, and they're gone, or they're kind of backing up a little bit, and you're like, huh? Like, I thought you had my back. You know that they don't love you. They were there for ill intentions. They were there for self-gain, or they just weren't really feeling you like that. Any person that is not there for you during the bad times, why would you want to marry that person? Why would you want to be with that person long term? Your yes should be yes. Your no should be no. And back to consistency. When someone is inconsistent, it is so freaking embarrassing. For instance, say you're like, okay, I want to introduce this person to my family, and you're thinking they're going to show up and they don't. That kind of stuff pisses me off so bad, because that's a big red flag. I'm at an age and a stage. I'm not going to try to figure it out. I'm not going to try to dig for it. And I think so many women try to figure it out. I just don't understand why he doesn't. Stop trying to figure it out and just move forward and leave it be. They're just not for you. And just come to a place of acceptance where you're like, okay, I don't like this, but I accept it. Because God has better for you. When one door closes, another one will open. Don't put up with that. Don't ever put up with somebody who is unsure about you, who is playing games with you. I promise you they're going to regret it. There's someone greater, And everyone who did me wrong, or, everyone who did me wrong, it taught me to really up my game and to up my standards. And then just work on yourself. And there is someone out there for everybody. I do believe that everyone has someone for them. But when you tell yourself, men are no good or women are no good, there's no good so-and-so, that's all you're going to attract. You're going to keep attracting the wrong people. To also speak what you want to come into your life, and it will come. And you have to be confident, and you have to have faith, and you have to have patience. And I promise you, love is on the horizon. Love is truly on the horizon, and it will work out. It will happen for you in God's perfect timing. Do not give up. Those are the elements of love, in my opinion. Are they the one? I don't know. You have to assess that. How do they make you feel? But if you're sitting back and you're like, I don't feel right about this person, I don't see spending the rest of my life with this person, why are you wasting time? Let them go. God bless. Peace. Life is short, y'all. Don't waste time.